right there is Greg Camp, who's a super, super talented songwriter, has written songs for just about everybody. He's tremendous and very, very talented songwriter.
He wrote everybody's favorite Smash Mouth songs. Is that true?
Yes.
That's what I heard.
He wrote the only ones you've probably heard.
Walking on the Sun.
The best ones. And All Star, he wrote that. And
Wow.
then a bunch of other ones.
All Star is like one of the greatest songs ever written.
Wow. High praise.
Thank you.
But it's a good one. Because not only was it a good pop song that everybody liked, but it became a meme.
So
like,
we're starting
it was
out
used
with,
for everything.
that's the first thing we disagree on.
I still know all the words.
But it's not so much about me saying I like the song. I'm saying like that song was ubiquitous when it came out, and then it became a meme. Everybody just kept playing it on the internet like crazy, like it was fun. It was funny.
Did you write it from start to finish?
Yes, I did. Like in a garage.
Ooh. How long did it take you to write it?
A few days, probably. Yeah, it was the last song to be added to that album.
There it is.
They basically told us to go back to the drawing board because the album wasn't finished, and I wrote that one and another one, and those were the first 2 singles.
There you go. Wow. Well, Pete, of course, you've been on this show before, right? Or
I've not done IRL. Did Culture War with you. Yeah.
So you are the drummer for a lot of bands.
A lot of bands, yeah. Currently the Defiant and a little group called Timcast as well.
Yeah,
and
I don't know. We just call it that, I guess.
Yeah.
But Pete is on the drums for our music,
Yeah.
which is awesome. You were in the Offspring for a very long time.
Offspring for a very long time. Face to Face, Saves the Day. I've done tours with My Chemical Romance and Devo. And, lost my gig over not being able to get the COVID vaccine and refused to take a fake card. And so some people might know me from all of that drama. And, yeah, obviously I wasn't the only one in the industry that was getting leaned on. It happened everywhere. And we have our new band, The Defiant, together, and we're excited to be here tonight, play some music.
Right on. And we got some news to talk about, too. We got Carter Banks hanging out because he's our in-house music guy.
What's up, guys? It's a pleasure to be here with The Defiant. Pete, as always. I know every Smash Mouth song, so it's great to be here with you as well, Greg. And let's got Ian Cross.
Carter, have you heard of the Boss Tones?
I have.
So I'm just asking. We're talking about old bands.
They were formidable, the Boss Tones. You guys kind of helped guide me as
Thank you, Ian.
as a
Thank
teenager.
You. Will you shut off Carter's mic?
Well, I got a question for you, Dickie. How come you called the band the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones and not just the Mighty Boss Tones or the Boss Tones?
That's a fantastic question, Ian. And all right, let's settle in because this is quite an answer. There was another band we found out later on, and this is long before you could Google or check out like we did with the Defiant, where we were checking out if there's other bands, and we went through a long, long list of different names we were going to have, and we finally settled on the Defiant. But with the Boss Tones, somebody told us, like, we were just about to put out the record, and someone said, there's a band from the 50s. They were a Harvard, like, a cappella sort of doo-wop band called the Boss Tones. And we're like, shit, we don't want to change the name of the band this late in the game. So then there was this bartender who was always calling us the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. He was like, the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, which we were far from mighty or even mighty. We were far from any mighty at all. But we quickly slapped that on the album cover and said, all right, we'll be the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. And we never looked back.
I mean, Rascal King, when you're like, man, could he ever talk, dude? That line and that song, if you guys don't know the Rascal King, you got to put it on in the background during this interview for a little while. But that just shook me to the core, man. Like, I was an actor at the time, so it was nice to hear a guy talking about the value of being a smooth talker